Hello there, and welcome back to Blue Harvest Vintage Toys. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I thought I'd do one. I'm going to catch up with them now. I think I'm going to at least do one a week. I have at least got the first 12 covered now, and I'm working on the first 21. So at least I've got a lot of content to bring you over the next few weeks. And as you can see, today's video is going to be about Ben, Obi Wan Kenobi. This figure first came out in 1978, even though the date stamp usually says 1977. Initially made by Kenner, but licensees all over the world, obviously. As I said, it was one of the initial 12 figures, so it came on as Star Wars 12A, 12B, 20A, 20E, 21A, and Star Wars 21C. It was then repackaged into The Empire Strikes Back 21A, 21B, 31A, 32B, 41A, 41D, 45A, 47, 48A, 48B, and a 48C. Then it again transitioned onto the Return of the Jedi card on a 48, 65A, and a 65B. Now, what was unusual about the picture on the card was Ben had a yellow lightsaber, and there's always been a bit of conjecture whether Luke was meant to have the blue lightsaber and Ben was meant to have the yellow, but I guess we'll never really know about that. It shall remain one of those mysteries. So on to the Return of the Jedi 65C card. A new picture was added, as were many of the card backs on that line were replaced with different pictures, maybe to boost sales. But that was included in, as I say, 65C, 77A, 79A, and the Power of the Force 92. As to the palitoy card backs that are confirmed to exist, is the Star Wars 12A, the Star Wars 12B, Empire Strikes Back 30B, Empire Strikes Back 41B, Empire Strikes Back 45A, Empire Strikes Back 45B, Return of the Jedi 45C, Return of the Jedi 65D, Tri-Logo 70BC, and Tri-Logo 70CC. So onto the figure itself now, and the accessories you got with it were a vinyl cape, the brown vinyl cape that you'll sometimes see cut down for a fake vinyl cape Jawa. So just be wary about that. And as the last two figures I review, you got a lightsaber. It was blue this time, it had the tip on it, and as with the yellow and the red ones, they are quite hard to get out of these days in one piece, and it's something else you need to look out for when you're buying, because there are a lot of reproductions of these. I'm going to go on to variations in a minute, because there are quite a few variations, but the most notable one is, of course, the double telescoping lightsaber. That came with the white hair when it first came out, and it's the infamous story of the double telescoping lightsabers. You had the Ben, the Darth Vader, and the Luke. Ben Kenobi is by far the rarer one, so much so that one was sold at Hakes a couple of years ago for $78,000. So that makes it the highest priced production figure ever sold. And that only came on the Star Wars 12A card. But even if you own a loose version, you're a very lucky person. And the variants include a white hair Hong Kong, version 1 CO. The letters are more spaced than the other versions. A version 2 Hong Kong white hair. The letters are closer than the other versions. A white hair no CO. The date stamp is 2/3 up the leg. A white hair no CO2 date stamp higher up leg. A grey hair Hong Kong CO date stamp higher on leg. A Hong Kong CO2 closer spaced date stamp, which is higher on the leg. A grey hair CO3 Hong Kong CO3 date stamp is lower on leg. A grey hair Hong Kong CO4, and that has Hong Kong only, no made in. A grey hair no CO, bright brown plastic with a tight spaced date stamp high on leg. A grey hair no CO2 wide-spaced date stamp. It's dull brown plastic and wider-spaced date stamp high on leg. And finally, grey hair, no CO3 wide-spaced date stamp lower on leg. A dull brown plastic wide-spaced date stamp lower on leg. I never owned the Ben Kenobi till very late. I never saw one in the shops. Never saw that figure in the shops. And the first one I ever saw was in Boulogne on a school trip to France for the day. Yeah, I bought it. I can't remember if it was the square carded or just the normal packaging. I think it was a square card. And I can't really remember what date it was. It might have been 81, 82. But I really remember seeing it in the toy shop window and going in and buying it. I can't remember how many francs it was and what I actually said to the woman behind. I can remember it was a woman behind the counter though. That's a bit strange. And obviously it wasn't a figure that I really played with that much. It would have been best served staying in the packaging, to be honest with you. Oh, that square carded Meccano license. Loveliness. And it wasn't until a few years ago when I started seriously collecting the figures again. Got a loose, white-haired Ben Kenobi in Bridlington, in the toy shop in Bridlington. Some of you might know that one. It's just outside Bridlington on the high street. Mainly a game shop, but it has quite a number of vintage items in there too. So as for valuation on this figure, I'm just looking on the Star Wars tracker, and obviously there's no results for a DT Saber Ben Kenobi in the last year, but a mint on card grey hair could average about 123. The highest is £250 and the minimum is £65. So well done for getting that. But the mint on card white hair is quite a bit more expensive. The highest is £1,054. The average is £209 and the minimum is only £21. And that was a Kenner Return of the Jedi 77A sold in the United States. As for loose figures, obviously no DT Sabers again, but the grey hair, the highest is £188, the average is £44, but the minimum is £13. Now I don't know if that is complete, but I'm sure you can get them a lot cheaper than that. On to the white hair, the highest is £155, the average is £22, and the minimum is £6.58. The highest there was from Spain and was a PBP, so that's why that was so expensive. So there you go, that's your Ben Obi Wan Kenobi review. So thanks for watching, and look out for more figure reviews and all my reviews on this channel. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. May the toys be with you.